This is Top Accolade Global News Update. I am Abiodun Mohammed. Ukraine urged the West to speed up its supply of weapons, with the city of Dnipro reeling from a Russian missile strike that killed at least 40 people in an apartment block, and Ukrainian troops under increased pressure on the Eastern Front. Ukraine's Army General Staff said on Tuesday that Russia had launched more than 70 rocket attacks in the past 24 hours. It said Russian forces shelled more than 15 settlements near the city of Bakhmut in the eastern Donetsk region, including the salt mining town of Soda, where Russia and Ukraine have waged fierce trench warfare for weeks. Relentless Russian shelling has completely destroyed the city of Bakhmut and heavily damaged the city of Avdiivka in the center of the Donetsk region. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said in his Monday night video address that the attack on Dnipro and Russia's attempt to gain the initiative in the war underscored the need for the West to speed up decision-making in supplying weapons. China's population fell last year for the first time in 6 decades, a historic turn that is expected to mark the start of a long period of decline in its citizen numbers, with profound implications for its economy and the world. The drop, the worst since 1961, the last year of China's Great Famine, also lends weight to predictions that India will become the world's most populous nation this year. China's population declined by roughly 850,000 to 1.41175 billion at the end of 2022, the country's National Bureau of Statistics said. Long-term, UN experts see China's population shrinking by 109 million by 2050, more than triple the decline of their previous forecast in 2019. That has caused domestic demographers to lament that China will get old before it gets rich, slowing the economy as revenues drop and government debt increases due to soaring health and welfare costs. Kang Yi, head of the National Statistics Bureau, told reporters that people should not worry about the decline in population as overall labor supply still exceeds demand. Rescuers used drones and rappelled down a 200 meters deep gorge in West Nepal on Tuesday to search for 2 passengers still unaccounted for after the country's deadliest plane crash in 30 years, which killed at least 70 people. Difficult terrain and inclement weather were hampering rescue efforts near the tourist city of Pokhara, where the Yeti Airlines ATR-72 turboprop carrying 72 people crashed in clear weather on Sunday just before landing. Searchers found 2 more bodies on Monday before the search was called off because of fading light. Television channels showed footage of some weeping relatives waiting for the bodies of their loved ones outside a hospital where autopsies are being conducted in Pokhara. On Monday, searchers found the cockpit voice recorder and flight data recorder from the flight, both in good condition, a discovery that is likely to help investigators determine what caused the crash. Under international aviation rules, the crash investigation agencies of the countries where the plane and engines were designed and built are automatically part of the inquiry. Microsoft on Monday said it is widening access to hugely popular software from OpenAI, a startup it is backing, whose futuristic Chatgpt chatbot has captivated Silicon Valley. Microsoft said the startup's tech, which it so far has previewed to its cloud computing customers in a program it called the Azure OpenAI Service, was now generally available, a distinction that is expected to bring a flood of new usage. The news comes as Microsoft has looked at adding to the $1 billion stake in OpenAI it announced in 2019. 2 people familiar with the matter previously told newsmen. The news site Semaphore reported earlier this month that Microsoft might invest $10 billion. Microsoft declined to comment on any potential deal. Public interest in OpenAI surged following its November release of ChatGPT, a text-based chatbot that can draft prose, poetry, or even compute code on command. ChatGPT is powered by generative artificial intelligence, which conjures new content after training on vast amounts of data. ChatGPT itself, not just its underlying tech, will soon be available via Microsoft Cloud, it said in a blog post. Microsoft said it is vetting customers' applications to mitigate potential abuse of the software, and its filters can screen for harmful content users might impute or the tech might produce. 6 people, including a 6-month-old baby cradled in the arms of a 17-year-old mother, were shot dead at a home in California's main agricultural valley on Monday in what authorities called a targeted attack and horrific massacre. Tulare County Sheriff Mike Boudreaux linked the killings to the illegal drug trade, saying deputies had conducted a drug-related search warrant at the same home last week. 2 suspects remained at large, he said. Authorities responded early on Monday after multiple shots were heard. Some victims were found in the street while others were discovered in the house. 1 victim was alive and wounded when authorities arrived but later died at a hospital. Boudreaux said the attacks occurred in Goshen, a farm community of 5,400 people, about midway between Los Angeles and San Francisco. The bodies of the infant and 17-year-old mother were located in a ditch outside the home. Boudreaux later told the Los Angeles Times both had gunshot wounds to the head. Several others were shot in the head, including an elderly woman. 2 women survived by hiding in a trailer on the property. That is the size of top accolade global news update. You can follow us on our social media platforms as displayed on your screen. Happy Tuesday.